Hello, and welcome to Demon Interviews episode 171. I almost said the wrong number there. I'm your host, Springy, and joining us today is a very special guest.
Hi, my name is Tibbers.Cos, or you can just call me Saren. I'm cosplaying as Leviathan from Oh Baby today, and most of you might know me for my Sundrop cosplay on TikTok. So, yeah.
Woo!
Woo!
Well, thank you so much for being on the show. I do highly appreciate it.
No problem.
And for the two fans who watch every single episode and is very concerned of why there wasn't one last week, um, this happened, and thus episode could not come out last week, aka today, when we're recording this. Burnt my hand real bad, so yeah, couldn't get that thumbnail done. So yeah, uh, but I'm fine. We're good. We're gonna just keep going on. Just wanted to say that for the two people in the back who I don't already talk to regularly and knows what happened. But yeah. So,
Cool.
yeah. No, it's hot. Ha!
Hot. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Horrible jokes. Get ready for
All
that.
good.
So, have you ever been interviewed like this before?
No, I have never been interviewed like this before. So it's a little bit it's very different, and it's very new, and makes me a little bit nervous, but other than that, I'm having a great time. So
Awesome, awesome. Well, we're happy to introduce you to the world of interviewing.
Yay!
Rainbows. So next up is going to be, would you rather eat Cheetos or go on a hike?
Oh my god. Okay. Well, I really like Cheetos, but since I moved, I have taken hiking trails for granted. And I really miss hiking. So for once, I'd actually say hiking. So
Awesome, awesome.
yeah.
Well, like you said, and if people coming from your page, um, they know that you are a cosplayer.
Yes.
Have you? Do you have any other new cosplays that you have planned to do that you're able to tell us about without me giving you a small fee of $5?
Small fee of five. Damn. Okay. um, well, some new cosplays that I'm thinking of doing for the future that I have planned out. I'm thinking of maybe doing Glam Rock Bonnie, since I've been really loving the designs that I've been seeing, and I'm feeling very inspired. And Alucard from Castlevania.
Ooh.
Yeah, so those two are like really up there. I definitely want to make those pretty soon.
Awesome. One character I know very well, one I've only seen one picture of once.
Yeah.
But don't forget that bowling shirt. Some people forget the bowling shirt.
Yes, absolutely. The bowling shirt. I'm not gonna forget that.
Um, but again, since you mentioned that people might also know you from the Tickety Talkities, and since it is a newer social media platform, I want to ask you, why did you start it in the first place?
Oh. Well, originally this is kind of funny because it's kind of childish. But um, um I actually started it secretly in, I think, August. Um at the time, like I had really wanted to get into like making TikToks and stuff leading up to that point, but because I was with a really dumb ex, he always like thought, well, like, oh, you're gonna embarrass me in front of my friends if you do that. So I started to do it in secret, And now I'm here, and I have a great time. I found a really nice community of friends, and I met new people, and it's great. I don't regret ever like starting to make TikToks and stuff. So yeah, it's great.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I'm very happy to hear that. Um, yeah, I started because I was watching, like those compilations on YouTube, not like the cringe ones, but like FNAF cosplay compilations.
Oh yeah, the cosplay compilations. Those are my
Yeah.
favorite.
Yep. I doubt they got any of the permissions from those people, but that's a whole different conversation.
Yep.
But yeah, that's kind of what got me on the road of TikTok and then this show and nonsense ensuing. Uh, so, what is the hardest thing about getting into one of your cosplays?
About getting into one of them?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. For the most part, it's like for these like more casual, well not casual, but like comfier cosplays, it's fine. There's nothing like super difficult about it. But for some of my other cosplays that require more armor,
Mm-hmm.
and more pieces, so like a Genshin cosplay, for example, the hardest part would probably just be attaching all the little accessories onto my body and trying to not let them fall. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Most of the time, I need to ask my sister to help me put them on. And after a while of like wearing the cosplay for a couple hours, it can get a little exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say those are probably the hardest parts about putting a cosplay on.
Uh, I can completely understand that. I'm looking at armored cosplay. There's another one that I did, and I'm printing Iron Man, and that's just gonna be a whole other section of hell.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, levels of hell, and that's
Yeah.
Um, so, but again, like you said earlier, but you say that your handle on the at least on the Instagrams and some other social media platforms is Tibbers.Cos. Why'd you choose that as your username instead of Batman Fan 2049 or anything else? I mean,
Yeah, actually, I get a couple questions on my handle name.
mm-hmm,
And it's primarily because I have two older sisters, and my eldest sister plays a lot of League of Legends.
mm,
And when I started cosplaying 8 years ago, it's crazy to say out loud. I started really young, but when I started cosplaying 8 years ago, my sister, I would always like watch her play League of Legends all the time, and my favorite champion that she would play was Annie. And Annie has a little stuffy like bear, and his name is Tibbers.
mm,
And um, I really loved Annie, and I really loved her cosplay, and I asked my mom if we could make her dress, and then I wore her to conventions all the time. And since then, her identity kind of stuck with me. So it's kind of hard to like, and like I really love Tibbers and her whole backstory and everything. And I still actually have the stuffed toy of Tibbers in my room from when I was like 11, 12. um so yeah, it's mainly just like a sentimental thing from my beginnings, I guess, that I keep with me.
awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
Well, now I have to do the stereotypical YouTube thing of don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon. If you have any questions for our lovely guest here, put them in the comment section below. If you're ever come back onto the show acting as themselves, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, um, then we'll ask them your appropriate questions. No gross ones, people. We haven't had that
Mm-hmm.
yet. We haven't had anybody
Woo!
asking questions, but either way, no gross ones. Um, and ever back onto the show, ask them your questions. And of course, don't forget to follow them on all social media platforms. At least a way to get to all of them will be in the description below. Paragraph. Most of that's off the top of my head too. I have like a sentence that's on my list.
Wow, that's insane.
3 years. You start remembering things. Um. So next up is going to be coming. The next question is going to be coming from a past guest, a Mr. Zoom underscore 2028. Very long, very complicated question.
Mm-hmm.
Bacon question mark.
Bacon.
Hmm?
Ooh, I haven't had bacon in a while, actually. So, yes, bacon. And an
Awesome.
avocado, probably.
Hmm. Interesting. Interesting. Well, since you brought up additional foods, the next question coming from the same past guest, even longer and more complicated. Peanut butter question mark.
This is really bad of me, but I like everything that has peanut butter in it except for peanut butter itself.
Mm-hmm.
It's strange, but that's just how it is.
I I completely understand it. I'm right there with you with like caramel or caramel or however you wish to pronounce it. I'm not. That's not an argument I want to die on. Um, um, every single like hand me a Snickers, I'm happy. But like if you put caramel like in a cup for like a drink or something, I'm like I'm good. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know. It like you can even like put like chopped up Snickers into a drink, which that's a thing where I live, where they put it's called like a trick or treat friscante, and they put like all different candies inside of it, and it's amazing.
My gosh.
Yeah,
Damn.
they cram as much candy as they can into it, and it makes it delicious. Candy gets stuck.
Damn.
Yeah, candy gets stuck in the straw a lot, but uh, um. So to carry on from that, this the last food based question. Actually, no, it's not because we added more food based questions. But the last okay, so the last solid food question is going to be bacon and peanut butter question mark.
Probably not a combo I would go with,
Hmm?
but um in stereotypical Canadian fashion, I love bacon and maple syrup. So, I think that's a good combo.
Awesome, awesome. Um, so next up is going to be uh, have you ever been to any conventions before?
Yes. As I stated previously, I've been going to conventions since I was 11. um, and I'd go to, leading up to maybe when I was 15 years old, I'd only go to a convention once a year. Um, and then now it's becoming twice a year. Um, it just depends on the local con scene. The
Mm-hmm.
con scene where I live is a little bit dry, so I can only go to so many per year. But yeah, I have been to conventions before.
Awesome. Um, like you said, like you've been going since you're 11, going for like one or two about each year. So, say asking how many you've been to might just be a astronomical number. Uh, you math, whoever guesses it right in the comments with math.
A gold star.
Exactly. You'll get a pinned comment maybe if I remember what I say today. Uh, so since we're just gonna carry on from that, just gonna stick with like conventions. Is there any that you're hoping to attend to in the near safe future that you can talk about?
Ooh, okay. Well, now that you mentioned that, actually, I have been planning to go to a Toronto convention.
Mm,
Um, so yeah, I live on the west coast of Canada. Um, and yeah, I'm planning to go to Fan Expo Canada. That's in late August. it's still in the far future, but I'm hoping if things are looking all right, I'll be able to go there. And my family's gonna make a whole trip out of it, a whole family trip. So yeah, it's exciting. I'm hoping that I can go, but if I can't, it's fine.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, the last con-based question. Yes, it is. What is your favorite convention memory that you can share?
Oh my god, that's a really good one. Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't even know where to start. I guess like favorite convention memory. Oh my goodness. I think one of my one of my favorites. It was very it was definitely a product of its time. It was back when T-posing was still very cool. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll say that to preface. But I was in a huge group of Hunter x Hunter cosplayers.
Mm-hmm.
And I was dressed up as Karapika, and we had like the Phantom Troop, and we had the main four. It was awesome. It was insane. It was a humongous group. And we went and took an elevator to go to a rooftop to take some photos.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Somebody was having their wedding at the same time, like their wedding photo shoot. um, and it's because like this rooftop had like a green space in it, so there's like grass and
Mm-hmm.
like a couple of bushes or whatever. It had a nice skyline. Um, and we were all like, "Oh, let's all T-pose, like smushed in this tiny elevator. So then whoever like opens up the door is just gonna see us T-posing." And when the door opens, there's just a bride, a groom, and the photographer just staring at us, and we're all like just staring at them. And we all like immediately broke character, broke pose, and just ran out and said, "We are so sorry. We are so sorry." But yeah, it's funny. It's like the amount of people that get wedding photos at this area is insane. So it's probably something that the photographer has seen before. Um, but the bride and the groom, their faces were priceless. I don't think I'll ever forget that.
Awesome. Now I'm just imagining that and just seeing it. That's just fun.
it's, it's yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Uh, wow, my brain just turned off for a second. Okay, there we go. Um, so this next question is going to be: would you keep a pet zombie or would you kill it?
Ooh. Um, well, I would only keep it if I form an emotional bond with it. But other than that, maybe kill it. I probably would. I don't want to risk it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Of course, the only exception is if the zombie happens to be purple and his name's Michael Afton. Other than that,
Yeah, I
I don't
mean,
think I'd keep it.
yeah, I mean that one's somewhat conscious, so I mean, debatable if it's not. Yeah,
Yeah.
depends on who you talk to. That's a whole. That's a whole. That's a different theory.
Yeah.
Uh, so the next question is coming from a Harley F. Quinn. What are those? Speaking of old memes,
What are those? Well, I'm not wearing shoes, so there's that. I'm wearing
neither am
Sailor Moon socks. It's great.
I'm bare feet right now.
Hell
Uh,
yeah.
so next up is going to be: who is your biggest cosplay inspiration or inspirations if you have multiple?
Ooh, cosplay inspirations. Damn. Okay. Well, um, right off the bat, I mean, Conley Cosplay, of course. I've been watching her videos for years now.
Mm-hmm.
Ever since I did my Edward Elric cosplay when I was 13. um, I'm turning 19 now, so it's been a while. um, yeah, she definitely kind of like really kickstarted that passion for prop making and foam smithing for me. So yeah, she's definitely one of my bigger inspirations. But other than that, it's mainly just been like not so much cosplayers, but more so like people around me that don't necessarily do cosplay, but they are creative. And I always feel very inspired by their creativity, and because I'm always surrounded by these awesome people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it always kind of gives me like a nice push to continue to advance my skills and
Mm-hmm.
to keep improving. So yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. I only know one word today. I'm real sorry. Uh, I mean
All
it every
good.
time, but I don't have my thesaurus next to me today, so
Mm.
one word, maybe two if we're lucky. Um, so do, do, do. So what do you think is one of the biggest misconceptions about you and or your cosplays?
Biggest misconceptions. Uh oh damn. Hmm. I really have to think for that one. um I guess like the fact that um I get a lot of like questions, a lot of questions, but um a lot of people seem to have the idea that I just magically was able to like make things. Which is no, it's not the case. I've been doing this since I was 11. And I feel like in general that's a huge misconception that a lot of people have with
Mm-hmm.
cosplay in general, because you're not going to be amazing at everything like right away. Some
Right.
people might pick it up faster, some people might need a little bit more time. And oftentimes, a lot of the people that you see on your For You page or on Instagram, that's time put into making all their costumes. So, I'll post like, oh, this is my cosplay journey starting so and so year to now. Sometimes I'll get quite a few comments saying, oh, I really wish that I, was as talented as you or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's like, well, you where you started. I don't know how long you've been cosplaying for. Maybe it's been for like a couple months, maybe it's been for a year. I've been doing this for 8 years.
Yeah.
8 years is a long time to learn from lots of mistakes. So yeah, I'd say that's probably the biggest misconception about my cosplays, is that I kind of just, you know things just come out of my hands. It's like, no. Like, this is a lot of time and work to refine my skills. So I guess that's it. If you put your mind to it,
Yeah.
you can do whatever you want, really.
Yeah. True. True.
Yeah.
Um, kind of on the same topic as that. Since you've been cosplaying for so long, is there any um tips or tricks that you can tell people about that who want to start cosplaying but don't know where to start?
I'd say my biggest um tip, or I guess just reminder in cosplaying, is you'll ask somebody, oh, what do I need to start cosplaying? And then people will just start listing like, oh, you need wigs, you need eye contacts, you need fabric, you need a sewing machine, you need all these things. You don't need all those things. Your resources will come with time.
Mm-hmm.
That is like my most, like, that's the thing I really want Jill in there, because it's
Mm-hmm.
like, if you get all these things like at once, you're gonna have no money left.
Yeah.
um and you don't need a fancy wig to start cosplaying. You can use a paper wig. You don't need to learn how to sew to cosplay. You can just throw on some stuff that you have in your closet. And if you do want to get better, you will get those things with time. You will get your resources with time. you don't need to feel pressured to spend so much money on a hobby. um, so yeah, garbage truck going by.
Yeah.
um, yeah, but that's probably like my biggest tip is like, just go at a pace that you're comfortable with. Don't try. I can't really say don't feel pressure to, because
Mhm.
I can't control people's emotions, but yeah, just know that resources come with time, and you just have fun. Yeah.
Hey, I mean that makes a lot of sense because like I've only been cosplaying for 5 years, maybe, but I've only been seriously getting into it since I got the 3D printer and started doing this recently.
Looks so good.
Like literally, it finished yesterday, two
Damn.
an hour before this happened.
Oh no.
But yeah, like I only recently started getting this level of serious with cosplay stuff, and like before that, I was only like getting stuff out of my closet because like my marionette cosplay, which I have a lot of masks behind me, started
Yeah.
with a turtleneck and white duct tape on the sleeves.
Ah, that's great. Yeah, I had a marionette cosplay when I was younger too. So pretty much the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and I used that same outfit for all the marionettes and entered.
That's so cool.
uh, I'm planning on making a new mask for him with
Ooh,
the
that's cool.
with the beast that's behind my computer right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, because I found a file for it. I have the technology. I can do it.
Hell
So,
yeah.
uh, gotta have something for it. But to kind of carry on from that, since you've been cosplaying for so long, do you have a character that's your favorite one to cosplay as? Either because of comfort, favorite character in general, any reason you wish to be put to it?
Oh, my favorite comfort cosplay, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I mean, hmm. I really I love all the cosplays that I make. The one that brings me the most comfort, I'd say, is the one I like to wear the most.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I wear my Itadori cosplay a lot from Jujutsu Kaisen
Mm-hmm.
because two of my other friends, May and Cassie, um, Ayume on TikTok, and Praytorna on TikTok as well. We like to hang out as the OT3, the JJK trio, and I always have a lot of fun in that costume. But I'd say the one that brings me most comfort, I guess, or that I have a lot of fun in, um, Dainsliff, my Dainsliff cosplay from Genshin
Mm-hmm.
Impact. I love wearing him so much, and it's comfy, and yeah, like big comfort cosplay for me, as well as my Sylvain cosplay from Fire Emblem. Um, I only have the time skip one, so it's like all the armor and stuff, but I am planning on actually making the Academy version, and I know when I finish making the Academy uniform for Sylvain, I'm gonna wear that so much. So much.
I I can 100% understand that. Because like I have a sweatshirt that I had modified, and like it's my own fault. I got a too small jacket for it, but like even now I'm still like, should I wear it? I know I don't look the greatest in it, but should I still wear it? Because like it's very comfortable, even for being a cheap jacket that's like a size too small for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand. I wearing it around because I would love to wear more of my stuff around. Anywho, to carry on from that, um, this next question is coming from another past guest. It's a drink-based question instead of a food-based question. It's different, I promise. Coming from a ultra geek cosplay, Pepsi or Coke? Or neither?
I I don't taste a difference between the two, but I always say Coke because I like the aesthetic better.
Mm.
I think the red and the white looks really nice, and I think the font is really nice compared to Pepsi, so I just choose Coke.
I,
Yeah.
I'm right there with you. There's not a big difference to me, and that's like I always end up buying Coke more because there's just more deals from like where we
Yeah.
are. There's more sales
Mhm.
on like buy 3 of them, get a fourth one free or something like that.
Mhm.
Um, so next up is going to be who from social media, being TikTok, Instagram, so on and so forth, would you like to do a collaboration with in real life who you haven't done one with before?
Oh my god. Collaboration was oh my gosh. I have a lot of really cool like mutuals on TikTok and um oh my god. I can't choose one. I mean, I would on Instagram or TikTok. I can't choose one person because it needs to be like a whole group or something.
Hey, more power to it. Choose as many people as you wish.
Damn. Okay. Well, it's like right off the top of my head. I think it'd be really cool to um do a cosplay with okay, like a huge like Five Nights at Freddy's cosplay because I have really bad Five Nights at Freddy's brain rot right now. Um, I
Me too.
think yeah, it'd be great. I think it'd be cool to do a collab with, of course, my friend Cassie Praetorna on TikTok, and I think it'd be really cool to have ultimately on TikTok. I love their Michael so much. I think that'd be really cool. And um, oh my god, yeah, my mind's pulling a blank. But there's so many like cool people that I am mutuals with on TikTok and on Instagram. And um, if only we were closer. But alas, that's how it is.
Don't you hate that? Like, because
Yeah.
I've been doing like tallies in my head, being like, and most people who do cosplay, from who I've asked and they've answered, live on the East Coast.
Oh no.
And it's like, okay, hi. Um, like, I think there's been a handful of people who actually live on the West Coast, like we do, on different
Mhm.
areas of the West Coast. You know,
Oh
it's
yeah,
still
of
a big
course.
area,
Yeah.
but mainly if you count like United States, Canada, Mexico, and not gonna start singing a copyright song. I swear. That's just the whole West Coast. I that wasn't planned. um, but yeah, it's crazy because like only been a few, and like I would say 80% have been on the East Coast, 10% over here, and 10% in UK and Australia.
Yeah. Yeah, no, absolutely. Like so many of my like mutuals and stuff, they're all in like the States and then I have a couple um Aiko and Lenny in
Yeah,
in the UK and like a couple in the Philippines and it's like ah yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
yeah. But the last question on my list, and then we have shockingly more. Is going to be coming from. I'm so sorry if I butcher this. I'm always going to butcher it, and I heard it so many times. I interviewed this person, obviously, but from a Mayo May Mayo underscore May Gui. Uh,
Mhm.
if I remembered, if I knew how to edit things, I would just like put it like right here. You know.
Yeah.
what does cosplay mean to you?
Oh, big question.
Mm-hmm. Head save for last.
um, yeah, that's. I mean, cosplay for me, I guess. It's always been like a great way for me to, guess, it helped me a lot when I was like growing up. I was a really shy kid. I could not do a presentation in front of class without crying afterwards. Like
Mm-hmm.
those things got me so nervous. But starting cosplay really helped with my confidence and my self-esteem
Mm-hmm.
growing up. And it was great. It's also really important to me because it brings a lot of people that I love together. It really brought me, my mom, my dad, my siblings together
Mm-hmm.
because anytime I'd be like, Dad, how do I make this? Mom, how do I make this? Hey, big sis, how do I paint this? They would always kind of like help me with that stuff. Um, and yeah, it's great. It really um, it's also like if I ever feel like not 100%, if I don't feel good, just throw on my Freddy Fazbear ears and I'll feel better.
Yeah.
It's yeah, like even just like making the costumes, it really kind of gives me like a sense of peace when I'm sewing. Um, so yeah, it's been a really healthy hobby for me, and I'm happy I picked it up, especially
Mm-hmm.
at such a young age. I don't think I would have grown into the person that I am without it, being as um, confident without it. So yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Amazing. There we go. Yeah, I used the other A word that I knew. Um, so, um, the now on to the final four questions. First, do you have any questions for me as individual or about the show in general?
Show in general. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you've probably been asked this question before, but I guess like, what inspired you to uh, interview cosplayers like this on this great show?
Um, so we kind of started as one of those late night ideas that like you don't think's gonna go well and then it does. But um, that's pretty much how it started because I was like I wanted to make a YouTube channel with my friend. He he's no longer with the show. He is, but not as big of a part as he was. But different conversation, doesn't need to go into it.
Mm-hmm.
But um, and I knew I didn't want to do another gaming channel because you're just gonna get lost in the seas of gaming pretty
Yeah.
much. And if you don't do that and Twitch and 16 other things, you're just gonna get buried. At least
Mm-hmm.
from my watching experience. I've never done it, so I don't know. But I wanted to interview people I whose content I've been watching for X amount of time, and they just weren't getting the recognition that they deserved. And that goes for cosplayers, artists, other YouTubers as well. We've had on the channel, and we just always try and push them forward and just try and help them grow and have more opportunities on different platforms that might not be as um, regular for them. Also getting their face out. That's not just a compilation that they didn't know they're in. Um, out into the world, so people can be like, oh, I want to watch this person more and all that fun stuff. And even
Mm-hmm.
help some people meet other people as well, like with some of the character interviews that we do. So yeah.
Yeah. Damn. That's really cool. I mean, like props to you for, like doing this for so long. 171. That's
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It's been a long time. Um, is there any other questions you would like to ask?
I mean, that's all that I have.
Awesome, awesome. Well, next up is going to be who would you like to see on the show in the future? There can be as many names as you want. You're gonna have to send them to me later anyway. Uh,
Oh, who would I? Okay, I know for sure. I want to see um this one cosplayer. I forgot their name, but I really love their content on TikTok because it's not like anything I've ever seen before. It's
mhm.
like every video that they post is like a mini like cinematic movie. It's insane. And they don't get nearly enough as recognition as I think that they deserve. So I'll definitely send you their name once I remember it.
Yeah.
So yeah, that definitely. I I wish that I remembered their handle. I don't know why, but the profile picture is popping up in my head, but
Yeah.
no name. But yeah, I'll definitely send you a link to their profile because I think that they definitely need to get their name out there more.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, next question is: would you ever like to return to the show in the future?
I mean, if the opportunity ever arises, I would love to because I'm having a great time. And yeah, you're a super chill host. Um, everything's everything's awesome. It's great.
Awesome, awesome, and that's good because you already have you scheduled for 18 more things. But in all seriousness, if you want to see more from this lovely person, go follow them all stuff. In the future, I don't know when. Still looking for a Vanny. Uh, they'll be on a character interview with us, being the bright and sunny sun, or sundrop, or sunrise. I've heard 3 different names for that character.
Yeah, it's beyond me.
All I know is that the subtitles for the game calls him Sun, and that's it.
That's yeah.
I don't know where people got the rest of it. I don't know, but I assume it's from somewhere credible, and I will have to just look into that when writing up the interview to make sure I'm saying it right. Uh,
Yeah.
that'd be a question. Which one of these is your name? Have fun. Um, pick one, and this will be the thing we'll stick with. But yeah, that'll be coming out. God knows when. There'll be a link for it when it's out. It will be around here at some point during the interview or at the end cards. But it's not out yet.
Not
Unless
yet.
unless it's there. Unless it's a thing that's gonna pop up. Now it's not there. But um to carry on for the final question for today, is there any questions you wish to ask a future guest?
Ooh, I guess I feel like everybody should be asked this question. Your most embarrassing cosplay moment. A
In
classic.
cosplay or making the cosplay?
In cosplay, out of cosplay, anything cosplay related.
Yeah, because
Something really funny and embarrassing that's ever happened.
yeah, this is my worst cosplay cosplay thing to happen because I was an idiot. Um, yeah,
Happens. It's a part of the craft.
it it wasn't fun, but um, with that, thank you so much for being on the show. I highly appreciate it.
It's no problem. I mean, I had an amazing time here getting interviewed and yeah, like you're a super cool host and yeah, just thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Yeah, of course, of course. And thank you all for watching. Don't forget to follow them on all the social media platforms. And at least I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.
Bye.